Okay, so let's get started. This is going to be for the sign of Taurus. I'm going to just kind of give you that current reading of like what's been going on, what we need to be releasing out of your field, what your love messages of sorts, and to get some clarity, right? Hopefully we can increase your vibration through this reading. Take a temperature gauge and just see where you're currently vibrating at. Look at your, I always say it's like a Richter scale or a meter, and it should be between either 0 and 100 or 1 through 10. And you just kind of want to see where you're currently at. Identify and just say, okay, I'm going to throw some cards and we will see what comes out and what is needed. Okay, and they said that one. Okay, and then abundance, mortality, transformation. Resist, oppose, and stand firm against someone or something. Camouflage, concealing things, specifically troops. Camouflage and attack for someone who has been a victim. An indulgence, a gratification, a yearning, to wish something, someone. Something's been divinely guided. You could be seeing the 233, 3777, and 1155. And you could also be seeing angels in the form of clouds. I said all of that and then I'm done. They go together, having to do with the clearing of the victimhood. Yeah, there's some kind of a new cycle that you're in the process of currently birthing. And it's kind of been a painful cycle is what they're showing me. Where you kind of felt like you had to walk a road like less traveled, like alone. But always knowing your true north. It's kind of like you saw it before it was ever in front of you. Even though you had no eyes. You had no sight. You had no third eye sight. That's it. Okay. Yeah, even though you had no third eye sight, you kind of were like a magician of sorts, right? Like in regards to the way that you were balancing your duality of light and dark, your masculine, feminine, walking a fine line between like what was in front of you, right? And it kind of like essentially allowed gates to fall, not only within yourself, but within other people, like the resistance that other people had been giving you prior to this awareness, this awakened, this balanced of duality, right? It essentially created this like camouflage. So you no longer looked at yourself like a victim. You no longer like over consumed what it was that was your vice, right? Whatever it was prior to your transformation. And so who knows, maybe you just met your person, right? Or maybe like you literally are just coming to grips of the why and the how come and the what it is, right? Because it can be very all-consuming. And maybe you're kind of trying to piece that together right now, right? Understanding that like you're on like an accelerated program. I could be talking to a masculine that's like behind. But like, no, like, I don't know. I had a friend say once, like document everything in life that has happened to you and like identify like what your patterns were, and maybe you did that, right? Stop taking the opinions of people who are in a lower vibration than you are, or a lower comprehension. No knock on sheeple, like no knock on people who are not willing to evolve in the state of being, or to like look at a multitude of timelines prior to choosing a lower timeline, right? Because the truth is like they have their own journey, and you have to allow whatever their 3D reality says about like your own journey. It has nothing to do with you. So every time, like, pay attention to what you're thinking when you see these numbers, because it's going to like start releasing the resistance that you've been holding on of being judged, right? Of being a victim. And like allow yourself to see where it's living at in the body. I see you in the armpit. I see you in the sternum. Rib cage. Clear out the entire cavity. Yeah. Process is being made regardless of what you're seeing in your current reality. Just keep identifying and saying that sounds like a great timeline to me. Whatever wins you're getting, whatever insight they're giving you, like keep taking it in, processing it, and saying, well, you know what, that sounds like a really great timeline, and allow that to come through, because it's going to essentially put you that much closer to your actual timeline. It says, beware of what you are projecting. Okay, I think I just said that. For the qualities you admire in another are the qualities you both possess. It's that fun, mirrored, expansive side. Equally so, these qualities you don't like. You are also your own reflection. Passion reignites within the flawless patterns of each other's soul. You discover inner peace. You are caressed by each other's love, and this unfolds the endless blessings. Place no restrictions on one another. Be firmly grounded in each other's soil, but allow enough space for your branches to sway freely, so that you may dance the song of your own spirit. What else? What else do they need to know? Fluid, 50-50. Things are fluid. Woman. Standing alone. And that one. And that's it. So you may want to look at your Libra placements. You could be dealing with a male Libra. And it would be happening right now, right? A Leo. Squirrel. And mortar and pestle. Which is essentially, like, to me, it's the amalgamation of, like, the blending of herbs, right? That alchemist of, like, transmutation. Something within 2 weeks is going to get fully balanced, whatever you're waiting for. There is some kind of accommodation that is coming through. Somebody's matchmaking you possibly, and it's going to, your guides are, and it's a surprise. They just said stay warm, active, and determined. be prepared for anything. It's like that, expect the unexpected. Something in spell work is literally dissolving with that new year. I don't know if you wrote out like new moon, like a wish list, or you tapped into like your guides, or you finally hit your knees and you asked for assistance. Whatever you did on that new moon, like it broke whatever binding spell somebody was trying to do to you, whatever spell casting, manipulation, that a kitchen witch was doing. I take it as it resonates, right? Unfortunately, there's a lot of them, and they seem to like to come after 33s for some reason. Now let's go ahead and put a blast. Pick a color on the board, place it in your heart, and push it all the way out of your aura. Just taking a deep breath and allowing your body to identify and say, I see you, and you can no longer be here. You are required to exit because I am a sovereign being in my body. I dissolve all cords in all aspects of my body now. Release everything. Peeling away all the layers, like allowing yourself to come even into more co-residence with self. Complete balance. And yeah, open up the throat chakra. And let's access compassion, dreams, and fluidity. The inner romantic. And then the divine can go ahead and release or download whatever needs to be updated, pulled out, or cleared. Any resistance from the etheric realm for the 3D plane is completely resolved and released. Any victimhood mentality is fully pulled out of the field for their residents. And any compulsions as far as excessive or overindulgence, let's go ahead and let's completely release that, because those threads no longer need to be a valid aspect of self. And tap into your guardian angels and ask them what else you need to bring into completion now. If it's hate, if it's anger, if it's disarray, if it's confusion, whatever is your cycle that you've been fighting with, right? Let's just pull it all up and let's release it out of the wings. Whatever is attempting to keep those wings bound in the mid of your back, just flare them out, just like a bird would open up their wings and flap them back, pinching your scapulas together, holding it, and then releasing and pushing it down and aligning the physical body. Whenever you feel like you're out of body, that's a really great way to get pulled into your body and accessing your power, right? One love, and then that is going to be a wrap. If something in this resonated with you, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. It's the only way the channel can grow. If you would like to book a reading, I do have slots available. And I also am having healing sessions that have started to open up again. So you're welcome to inquire via email. Yeah, everything is about you getting back to your purpose. And reclaiming the virtue that somebody tried to manipulate, right? However that looks like, however energy does that, know that energy is fully being transformed now, and transmutated, and just give it a ho, ha, yes, amen. And allow your ego to also update, right? Because as you do these clearings, as we pull up this energy, like, you have to connect with you, and really say, you know what, now it's time for me to no longer own these aspects, and it's time for me to really step into my highest pursuit of self, and let the, what is it? like an eccentricity? I don't know. Eccentricity. I don't know, they started to spell it out and then they took the word away. I don't know, let your weird out. Let your eclectic out. Like, let the quirks that are you come to the surface, right? Like, and step closer and closer, and I think that's what you've been doing, into your higher timeline, right? It's going to access all this support, all this clarity, yeah, it's going to be big. Just keep acknowledging, keep writing it out, keep accessing all of your abilities to transmute and your abilities to get into your higher timeline and to get into the best you that you can possibly be. Because it's part of your purpose. As you release, you balance out. And if you are, like, if your roots are back to, like, they're showing me Europe, right? Paris. But if your lineage goes back to, like, Europe or somewhere else in the world, right? Offer them a healing for these things also, right? Like, heal your lineage, heal your people. Send love and vibration of healing to them. And a Taurus, I don't know why, but, like, it's gonna really, there's something with the sound of, like, your voice and the way you heal, that is, it's gonna amplify, and the energy is like, it's like kind of putting a bubble over a country is what they're showing me. And like, I don't know, maybe that's something that you start exploring, right? Like, what's that called? There was an experiment, I think it was like in the 70s or the early 80s, where they sent monks into towns and they meditated, and the crime rate dropped, right? And so maybe that's something that, like, you're playing with, but you're playing with it from your house. I don't know. Yeah. I think that's it. So I would journal this out and just kind of allow yourself to kind of ground into your body, right? Shoulder. Back on the right side. Take a deep breath. Fully release that energy. Just let it all out. Put that sun above your crown. Call all your energy back to you, allowing you to transmute all of the energies that are outside of you. If there are cords or connections to others that you need to identify, take a moment and identify, and, like, pause and, you know, jot down what you see. Work on that connection so that you can clear those energies. Just identify and go from the crown to the third eye, to the throat, to the heart. Open the puppy up all the way, open it up. In the solar plex, open and clear, sacral, completely clearing out, dismantling front and back, releasing all energies that are in from anyone else. Clear the energy. They're not supposed to be there. Clear the energy. In the root chakra, completely, fully rebalancing, offering a brand new set point. More surrounded, more secured, more space, more safeness. Past the hips, past the knees, past the ankles, to the core of the earth. You can run this energy as many times as you like. This is your energy. Call it in at the end of your day and see it make a massive difference in your life. I'm going to leave that there, and be well. Not your ordinary love reading, but this is my interpretation of it. So I hope you enjoyed. Bye.